In this video, we're going to discuss about the natural system of classification in taxonomy and systematic botany, in plant morphology and taxonomy of angiosperm. Natural system. So, in previous class, we have discussed about the artificial system of classification which was proposed by Linnaeus, and it has some of the defects also. And after that natural system, so on naturally you are viewing by observing the plant characters, you can identify this plant belongs to this. Okay, so the botanist who came after Linnaeus realized that no single character is more important than the other characters. So in Linnaeus only he took the sexual characters, that is stamen and carpels. Okay, so here, that is after Linnaeus the botanists come, no, they think that single character is not important compared to the other characters. Accordingly, an approach to a natural system of classification sprouted in France. So based on, that is due to this, the natural system of classification is seen, that is sprouted in France. Okay, the first scheme of classification based on the overall similarities was presented by Anthony Laurent de Jussieu in 1789. So these two botanists, that is Bentham and Hooker system of classification, George Bentham and J.D. Hooker. He is George Bentham and J.D. Hooker. So they both had given the system, that is Bentham and Hooker system of classification or natural system of classification. So they have, this was widely followed throughout the world, and the natural system of classification was proposed by the two botanists, that is English botanists George Bentham 1800 to 1884, and Joseph Dalton Hooker, that is 1817 to 1911. The classification was published in 3 volumes, work as Genera Plantarum. So they had done the work in the Genera Plantarum. This book was published in 3 volumes, 1862 to 1883. In this book, they had described about 202 families and 7,569 genera and 97,205 species. They have described the plant species in that particular volume, that is particular book, Genera Plantarum. So in this system, the seed plants were classified into 3 major classes known as dicotyledon, gymnosperms and monocotyledonate. So this is the simple classification. So the seed plants is classified into dicotyledon, the gymnosperm with 3 families, Neetaceae, Cycadaceae, Coniferaceae, and the monocotyledon. Monocotyledon means single cotyledon. Okay, trimerous flowers, parallel venation, that is fibrous root system. So with 7 series and 34 families. And the dicotyledon, 2 cotyledons, penta or tetramerous flowers, reticulate venation, leaves with reticulate venation, and taproot system. So it is further subdivided into subclasses, 3 subclasses, Polypetalae, Gymnosperm and Monoclamidae. Monoclamidae, single whorl, that is single whorl. So there is no differentiation of calyx and corolla. Instead of that, it can be called as perianth. Okay, flowers are incomplete because they are unisexual. So it contains 8 series and 36 families. Next, Polypetalae. Poly means free, free petals. So here you have 3 series, Thalamiflorae, Disciflorae and Calciflorae. Thalamiflorae, thalamus dome shaped and superior ovary. 6 orders and 34 families. Disciflorae, disc shaped thalamus, 4 orders and 23 families. Calciflorae, cup shaped thalamus, that is 5 orders, 27 families. Gamopetalae, opposite to Polypetalae, that is it is an opposite to Polypetalae, that is Polypetalae free means here fused. Inferae, inferior ovary with 3 orders and 9 families. Heteromerae, that is superior ovary with more than 2 carpels. 3 orders, 12 families, and bicarpellate, that is superior ovary with 2 carpels, 4 orders, 24 families. So this is not in your book, but this was in your book, the same thing what I have discussed. This is from your book, that is the same. Dicotyledon, gymnospermy, monocotyledon, and the dicotyledon is further divided into 3 series: thalamiflory, that is polypetalae, gamopetalae, and monoclamidae. So polypetalae is again subdivided into 3 series: thalamiflory, disciflory, and calciflory. And here the gamopetalae is subdivided into 3 series: inferae, heteromerae, bicarpellate. Dicotyledone. So dicotyledon means what? 2 cotyledons in the seed condition. Okay. So when the seed germinates, from the plumule you can see 2 leaves, that is younger cotyledon leaves, that is early leaves. Okay. Embryonic leaves. Okay. So the leaves, if you see the dicot leaf, the leaf, that is, you have the veins. The veins are arranged in a reticulate network-like structure. So it is called as reticulate venation. So you can see here, no, this is a leaf. So and you can see like this, the leaf will arrange. So it looks like a network-like condition. Okay. So taproot system. Tetramerous and pentamerous flowers. So taproot system, that is primary root, and the root which develops from the radical during germination of the seed. The root developed from the radical, such type of root is called taproot system. Tetramerous and pentamerous flowers means multiples of 4 or multiples of 5. The words will be in multiples of 4 or 5. So 3 subclasses: polypetalae, gamopetalae, monoclamidae. Polypetalae. Poly means what? Free. Petalae means petals, free petals. Diclamidous flowers. Presence of 2 chlamydes, calyx and corolla. So 3 series: thalamiflorae, disciflorae, calciflorae. So in thalamiflorae, the thalamus means, think this is the stalk. On the stalk you have a seed where the floral parts, that is calyx, corolla, will be arranged. So this portion, it is called thalamus. So here the thalamus is dome shaped, the dome shaped or cone shaped, like this cone shape. Okay, such type of thalamus thalamus bearing flowers are called thalamiflorae, and here it is superior ovary. So the ovary is superior and it contains 6 orders and 34 families. Disciflorae. Flowers have prominent, that is the thalamus is like a disc. So it looks like a disc shaped thalamus with superior ovary. 4 orders, 23 families. Calciflorae. Calciflorae means cup shaped. So cup shaped thalamus with inferior or off inferior ovary. 5 orders, 27 families. Gamopetalae. United petals or fused petal. Diclamidous means presence of calyx and corolla. So both calyx and corolla is present. So such type it is called diclamidous. So it is divided into 3 series: inferae, heteromerae, bicarpellate. Inferae. So inferae means the flowers with epigynous and with inferior ovary. So the ovary, epi means the ovary below. So think this is the ovary. Okay. Think from the ovary, the other parts, calyx, corolla, and rhizome will develop. Such type of ovary is called epigynous flower and inferior ovary. That is 3 orders and 9 families. It contains 3 orders and 9 families. Heteromerae. Here the flowers are hypogynous and it possesses superior ovary. So hypogynous means ovary above, from the base of the ovary, calyx, corolla, and rhizome, gynoecium will develop. So superior ovary. So more than, when you take the cross section of the ovary, you get 2 carpels, that is more than 2 carpels you will get. So it contains 3 orders and 12 families. Bicarpellate. So flowers are hypogynous, superior ovary with 2 carpels. So there more than 2 carpels in heteromerae, but here only 2 carpels. So it contains 4 orders and 24 families. Subclass Monoclamidae. Monoclamidae. Mono means single whorl. So okay, single whorl. Here the flowers are incomplete. So incomplete means unisexual. So any one of the sex will be absent here. So and apetalous. Apetalous means there is no petals or sepals. So it is called as apetalous. Even undifferentiation of calyx and corolla is also seen. So the sepals and petals are not differentiated, means that is called perianth. So both the whorls are absent, 8 series and 36 families. Gymnospermae. Gymnos means naked, sperm means seeds. So gymno means naked, sperms means seeds. So naked seeds. 3 families: Neetaceae, Coniferaceae, Cycadaceae. Monocotyledon. Only one cotyledon in the seeds. So only one cotyledon, and you can see in the leaf, that is, think this is a banana leaf. So in banana leaf, from the midrib, the line will be run parallel. So the venation is parallel venation. So venation is parallel venation. And fibrous root system. Fibrous root system means on germination from the seed, seed the radical comes, but the radicals will be rudiment and the roots will be developed from other than the radical. Okay. So trimerous means multiples of 3, 7 series and 34 families. So Bentham and Hooker's system of classification is still supposed to be the best system of classification. So this system is the best system. It has been widely practiced in colonial countries, and herbaria of those countries were organized based on the system and is still used as a key for identification of plants in some herbarium of the world due to the following reasons. So this was widely accepted one. So some of that is still now they are following it. So description of the plants are quite reliable and accurate, because it is mainly based on the personal studies from the actual specimen and not mere comparison of known facts. That is, by seeing, natural observing, they are studying it. So because of that, it is very useful. Personally, they are studying it. As it is easy to follow, it is used as a key for identification of plants in several herbaria of the world. So it is acting as a key also. Though it is a natural system, this system was not intended to be phylogenetic. So it is only based on the natural, and it doesn't give any information about phylogeny. Thank you for watching the video. If you want to watch the video in Tamil, I had given the link in the description box. You can go and watch it. Give a thumbs up, share, subscribe to Science Easy Tech channel.